Welcome to the channel, welcome to the workshop. We're going to be looking at some retro tech today. I've been into my box of Project Walkmans and I dug this Sony Walkman out. Don't know if it works or not. I've got it as part of a job lot a while ago off a mate. And we're just going to strip it down, see if we can get it working, and if we can, hopefully I'm going to use it for work on Monday for the commute. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to swap over to the overhead, and then we'll just talk through what's included with this one in terms of features, and then we'll start stripping it apart. I do like stripping Sony ones apart because they're so simple. I'm hoping to get to the belts okay on this, because we'll change the belts whether it's working or not. So let's swap over to the overhead. I'll have a run through this. So we've got ourselves a Sony WM-AF44. It's okay condition. It's probably more than 30 years old. It didn't originally have a belt release on it, but I had a very similar model and this one clicked on, so I've added this to it. The only thing that's really letting it down is this Sony sign here is a little bit scratched. What's what you're expecting for something that's this old. The original plan is we'll throw some batteries in it. So in terms of features, sorry, let's just go through. So we've got on this end, we've got you can take a normal and metal tapes. Got the tuner for the radio, the volume, single headphone socket. This side we've got the flip between the radio and the cassette, and we've got the AM/FM radio bands. Other than that, there's not much else to it. Inside, if you can see easily, it's relatively clean. But let's throw some batteries in and see if it's actually running. So it takes 2 AA's. Get this open and see if it's running. Now you can hear on the mic. You can hear the motors running, but it's actually not turning inside there at all. So definitely need to do some belts. So that's going to be the first job. So we're going to strip this open, get the belts changed. We'll then use I've got some little mini speakers here. We'll use that to test the sound coming out of it, make sure it is running stereo. So let's get those out of the way for now. We don't need those. We need to strip this apart, don't we? So let's have a look. See, tidy up. So let me strip this apart. So we're going to need a spudger. We're going to need you know what? I can't see any screws holding this on. Get this off. That seems to be a speed regulator. You just see through that little hole there. I wonder if this just clicks off. Okay, that was a bit of a struggle getting that out of there, but inside relatively clean. But as you can see, we've lost the belt, which is obviously that we knew about. Other than that, it looks relatively clean. There's a bit of on that, but generally this looks really, really clean. So I don't think we're going to dig any deeper. I think we'll just change a belt on it, and then we'll see if we'll see if this is actually gonna work. So have a quick look, make sure that hold. Yeah, there was a there's a little adjuster on that one there, probably for speed. Right, so let's see if I'm getting this belt out. Is it in? Hopefully it'll come out in one. Oof. Yeah. So, is that one or two belts? Two belts. So we've got, if you can see on here, we've got drive mechanism there. Slow this down. So we've got a dual belt. So we've got one that comes from the motor to the top flywheel, and then there's another one that sits underneath it, which goes to this. So we need two belts out of this. So looking at this, I can't see. I think that is all of the belts. I think. I can't see any of the residue anywhere. Thankfully, these have just gone brittle. They've not actually turned to mush. So I think what we'll do is we'll give this a clean. Although, as you can see inside, it is really tidy in there, really clean. But we'll give it a clean. We might put some grease on these, although they are working absolutely fine. No, I think we'll just put some belts on it and give the heads a clean, give the case a clean. I think it's just mainly the case that's dirty. Right. Okay. So, yeah, let's get that clean then. Right. Yeah. Okay. So I've got some cleaning stuff out. I've got some rubbing alcohol, some isopropyl alcohol. There. Some Q-tips. So let's see what we can get. No, that's absolutely spot on. So that's really quick. So let's get these out of the way. Perhaps we can give a clean in here whilst we're here. What we'll do is I'll just dab some alcohol on these contact points for this, just around here. The volume into all these switches. So we're not going to test if they work or not. Just to try and get some of the contact off them. What was that? Is this as well, which isn't pretty sealed, that, so I can't see that being too much of a problem. Everything else is just so clean. Right, and that's pretty quick. Right, so let's get rid of this again. We'll need it for the outside. Let's put that to one side for the moment. Right, we need some belts. So let's have a look. So that might do for that top one. Oops, it might do for the bottom one. That's a little bit tight. I think that will do for the top one. A quick feel of that. Yeah, that'll do for the top one. Take that off, put that to one side. We need something a little bit bigger than that. Now, I don't go out buying loads of belts. I'll just get a generic set off eBay. That's the same size. It's a little bit bigger. I think we'll try this one. Well, it's a little bit too big. No, I think we're going to be going with that one. Two of those. Ooh, what's that one? Ooh, that one might do. Sort of in between, isn't it? Let's get that in there. I hope that's how it goes. How's this work? Because this seems to go underneath this little catch here. So, do I need to? Do that one. So we need those. So let's get these out of the way. So this is a little metal thing here. I need to get that, put the belt on, and then put it, because it used to go underneath it rather than catch it. So pop that up there. Oops. Okay, so that goes in. That goes in there. Run that round so it flattens itself out. Nice. Goes on there, and then do with some needle nose pliers to get that, or some tweezers. Where's my tweezers? My tweezers. Yep, that's all running. Make sure it's not catching. Nope. This can then go on to there. Move that round until it's all sorted. Right, and we're going to connect the batteries up to this because not liking that, is it? Right, I think let's just put it back together again, aren't we? So let's get rid of all of these again. We don't lose them all. Put those over there. Why has that suddenly stopped wanting to work? Have I mucked anything? And just see if that connection's gone. Right. Let me take this apart again. We'll see what the problem is. There's no power going through it at all now. That motor's not turning. Okay, I've taken this apart again, and the only thing I found was I don't know why I put the battery a number of times and the motor wasn't firing up. And it has done now, but what I did notice was this belt that went round here had caught on this little plastic tab, which was sealing it up. But I don't understand why this wasn't working. It is now. So yeah, I'm just gonna put it back together and see if it's still working when we put the case back on. So, yeah, all turning there if you can see. Right, let's get some stop that and let's see what the sound quality is like. So we're gonna put that back on so we don't lose it. Get all this out of the way. And we'll dig these out. Right, that's the right. So, right, output. Check with the radio first, see if the radio's working. Oh, yeah. You can hear that. So the radio's working fine. Yeah. I don't think I'm going to get a great. I don't think I'm going to get a great signal in here because I've got LED lights, which will be interfering with it. So that's that. Right. Let's get a tape in here. Now, when I put the tape in, obviously I won't be able to. I've not cleaned the head yet, but we'll do that in a second. Obviously, oh, that's a bit weird. Obviously, I won't be able to play this for very long, but I don't understand why this isn't closing properly. But we'll give that a go in a minute. That does not sound good at all. Alright, I want to do some tinkering with this and try and get another cassette that's got something better on it. Let's have coffee going. So another set of the speed up. Let's try it. Doesn't sound good, does it? Let's take this out and put it in the bed. Nothing out of that now. Fine's working fine. Okay, there's something now. Not very loud at all. Right, I'm going to go and grab a set of headphones and see if that's any better. So give me a second, I'll come back. Okay, I just picked up my my headphones just to make sure these aren't playing up. So I have to give that a chance. Obviously, you won't be able to hear this, but let me see if the stereo's working on it. It is coming out in stereo. It's very bassy, very bassy. Okay, so it is working. It's working in stereo. I'm just going to put the heads clean, see if that's the problem with it. It's very dull. The sound. It's very bassy for some reason. Radio is absolutely fine. That's coming through fine. So I don't think it's this bit which it changes the mega bass on and off. Mega bass does work. There's a buzzing coming through. So let's just give this head clean. Oh yeah. Heads are filthy. Give these caps a clean as well. Let's give everything a clean underneath there. Let's try that again. Oh my word, that is so much better. I think oh yeah, it's a little bit wet, isn't it? So I'll let that dry off. That just cleaning those heads was so much better. Right, let's give the case a clean. I'll do a quick montage of the cleaning of the case, and then when everything's dried off on that and the heads are now dry again, we'll run it through again and see if we're getting any better quality sound out of it. Yeah, it does sound like it's improved quite substantially. So yeah, let's get this thing cleaned. Okay, there it is, all finished and cleaned up. I think you'll agree, it cleaned up fairly well. The only issue I've got is obviously the Sony logo. And when I get some silver paint for that, and see if I can tidy that up a little bit. Use some black marker pen in here. Other than that, I think the case is in reasonable condition considering it's probably 30-35 years old. Obviously, this is a bit knackered. This came off a stereo which had seen a proper life. But it does fit this one, so I'll keep it on because it's useful. It's had a dose of contact cleaner as well, just on the headphones jack and across these graphic equalizers. One thing I didn't notice was, I didn't realise, sorry, was Mega Bass. These graphic equalizers only work when it's switched on. I assumed they would work all the time, and then when you put the bass on, that would then increase the bass even more. But no, only works when it's switched on. The sound quality has vastly improved with the cleaning up on this. When we first started it, you'll have heard there was all bass. There was a high-pitched buzzing running through it all the time. Cleaning up of the heads has helped. I think running it a little bit has helped as well, and cleaning the inside. Cleaning the heads, though, vastly improved it. To a point where now, I can't play this for long, but you'll hear, even coming out of here, the volume is increased as well. To a point where it sounds really good on headphones. I'm going to leave it running for about an hour or so, just to make sure everything's sort of being rejuvenated and it's been run for a decent amount of time. I'm going to say it's been stuck for 30-35 years. I'm definitely end up taking it to work on Monday, I think, this week, and I might do a quick update on a short to let you know how I got on with it. But for the sake of what, and I think it took me about an hour and a half to strip it, clean it, change the belts. Got a nice little Walkman to go with the collection. Made it this far. Thanks for watching. There will be a couple more videos on Walkmans. I've got a big box of them that I need to work through. So if you like that, obviously please like and subscribe. But yeah, if you made it this far again, thanks for watching. Cheers.